I have no idea what that is, but I don't think I want to try it. It's time for shopping therapy. This is what I do when I go to the doctors and I get news I don't want. I'm in Marshall's. All right, the rule today is I cannot buy anything black. That's the rule, no black. Super cute. Love the color. Oh, might have to try that. 100% organic cotton, which means for me, I'm going to buy at least one size up, maybe two, because I know it's going to shrink. I like these white pants. I think this is really cute on the buttons, and it has this elastic waist, so I think they're going to be comfortable, and a nice wide bottom. I think they're going to look really nice with this shirt. I think that's going to be cute. So I'm trying to find things that are mostly natural, like cotton, linen, hemp, those kind of things. That's more comfortable in the summer when it's really hot and it keeps me from feeling all sweaty and stanky. Another cute little top. This one is rayon blend, but really cute. Oh, another super cute top. It is buttons all the way down. Love the colors, and I love this little sleeve where I can push it up and make it into 3/4 lengths. I can wear it with jeans or white pants. This will be cute. I want your opinion on this. I think the sleeves look huge. I don't know, maybe it's supposed to look that way, but it's also kind of a thicker cotton material. It might be too warm in the summer, but I don't know, maybe on a cool summer night. Let me know in the comments what you think. Love her brand. I wear a lot of her stuff. It seems to fit me well. I like that she has pockets on both sides and a lot of natural linen materials, and I think this is really cute.
Try to avoid black. Not too much black already.
Color. I need color. Color, color, color. Interesting. I'll think about it. Ooh, that's kind of cute. I know it's not cotton, but that's a great little throw over something. 100% cotton. Oh yeah, that's coming home. All right, I said no black, but I didn't say no black and white. Again, cute, but you know what this says to me? This says, I'm gonna wrinkle really easily and make you look sloppy. Maybe for at home, but yeah, I don't need any more stuff to wear at home. Let's keep going.
Linen? I already have white linen. No. No. Interesting.
All right, let's do this. 100% cotton. Cute. I think this would be nice to wear out in the summer with a little tank. Kind of liking that. All right, another one. This is the denim with the snaps in the front here. I think it's cute. Casual, cute, but something for the summer just to cover up a little bit. Love the pockets and the snaps. Yeah, I like it. 100% linen. I think this is really cute. I'm just wondering how much it's going to shrink. I love the notch. I love the collar. Black and white, perfect for travel. I think I'm going to give it a try. These are the pants, and I love them. I love this waist. The pockets, I think, with this either tucked in or wearing that with a short top. Super cute. Pockets. I love the length. I didn't even have to buy a petite. These are great. I mean, yeah, I'm really liking these. These are definitely coming home. I love this. I love it. I love the whole outfit. I think the color's great, and I love the eyelet on here. Super, super cute. Oh my gosh, super comfortable and super cute. I love this, and it has snaps here. So it snaps if you want to keep them snap closed. I'm loving this. This is going to be so fun to wear this summer. Oh, another great summer find. I like this horizontal pattern here, and I like that it buttons down. I can wear it as a shirt or over a tank top or something, but another great little summer find. Love it. Really thought I would like this, but I don't love it. I don't like the way this collar is here. I don't know, it just doesn't look flattering on me, although it's very comfortable and I love the elastic in the sleeves, but maybe tucked in, maybe if I tuck it in or something, it will look better. Maybe that's better, but still not sure. Maybe I can get this to open up a little bit, but I have to think about this one. This looked so cute on the hanger. I like the length, but I can't stand that this collar keeps up like this. I can't, if I could get it to stay open. Oops, sorry, like this, maybe. But I hate that it keeps wanting to close up and ugh. So, yeah, it was cute on the hanger, but I'm not built like a hanger. I like the embroidery, but it's really thin linen. Ooh, now these are cute. Wide leg, elastic waist. Do they have pockets at all? At least a set of pockets. Oh, those are kind of cute. Maybe. Right, they've got this in shorts that are cotton and pants. Which ones? I'm leaning this way. Tell me in the comments, which ones would you wear? Pants or shorts? Now, if I could only find a top that matches, then I'd have a set. I gotta keep looking. For those of you who asked about that shiny jacket that I sometimes wear, this is the one. I'm at Marshall's. It's by Jones, New York, and they have it at Marshall's now. The little embroidered daisies. It's everything. Right. 100% cotton. It's embroidered. It has gold buttons, and it's like a little jacket when you don't want denim, but something to cover up. I think I'm gonna give it a try. All right, these hats are the best for travel because they pack completely flat. These lay completely flat in your suitcase. They have a little wire in them, but these are the best hats for travel, and they have them at Marshall's now. How much? $16.99, well worth it. All right, I think I've done enough damage. Let's get out of here. Okay, here we go. Okay. Shopping therapy complete. I actually do feel better. Probably cheaper than therapy. All right, so the question is, do I head over to Sephora or do I just go home? I don't know what to do. All right, I'm gonna justify this because my leg feels good enough for me to walk, so I'm going into Sephora. The first place I always head is the mini bar because I travel so much. I'm always looking for new minis and what's out and maybe what's new or what do I need to replenish. So this is the first place I always hit. This looks interesting. Whoopsie. Huh. An eye stick. Maybe we'll think about it. I love this. It has hydration and SPF, so it helps with my travels. Just being able to have two things in one. This is a great day cream. This is also a great way to get some new things and try them before you buy a larger size to make sure it's going to work for you. These look kind of nice. I don't really use concealer, but these highlighters look kind of interesting. Maybe I'll look at one of these. So many new great things. What's this? Oh, it's blush and lip shine. Oh, that's kind of cool. What do they have over here? Oh, it's a mini blush and highlighter. Ooh, that's kind of neat. I carry one of these in my purse. It's great just to touch up on those shiny days. I have no idea what that is, but I don't think I want to try it. When I do wear antiperspirant, which isn't very often, this is the one I wear. If I'm wearing something that sweat's going to show through, I wear this and I love it. Wow, this is the last one, but you know, I've been looking for some new lip pencils. Maybe I'll try these. This brand is one of my favorite lip glosses, and I'm gonna get a darker color for maybe for evening, but it's a great lip gloss. It's interesting. That's a pretty neutral palette. Ooh, that might be coming home. Oh, they have another one over here. Oh, gotta choose. All right, several different palettes here. Vote, guys. Which one would you buy? What is this? Interesting. Huh. It's reusable. Love these. I have one on my wrist right now. These are great. One of my favorite lip glosses for every day. Another favorite brand, and look, they have this whole mini pack with all these little minis in it. Just in a little clear bag. That's awesome for travel. Truth is, I'm buying this. Yes, I'm going to use the product, but I like the little bottle for travel, so that's a bonus. One of the things I always look for are minis in reusable or refillable bottles. That way I can refill them. I don't like things that I can't refill. It just becomes landfill, and I just try to find things that are something I can reuse. These are wonderful for travel. So many options. All right, let's see what the damage is. 900 points that I can use here to get a couple extra little things. All right, I picked up a few extra things because I spent so much money. They gave me some point things, so let's get home and see what I got. All right, we made it home and everything is still in its boxes. I'm going to use it right here in front of you for the video. Here is one of the outfits that I bought. I bought those white jeans with the cute little gold buttons and the buttons on the back here. It has that elastic waist, so it's really, really comfortable. And this cute little baby doll top, which I just fell in love with. I just think this top is so cute. It just fits right. It's right at the elbow, gives me nice coverage, and it's just really comfortable, especially maybe on those days when I feel like, oh my gosh, you know, things are a little bit puffy and I don't want my waist to show. A top like this does work really well. All right, let's get started with doing my makeup with some of the things that I bought at the actual, my glasses. Can't see anything without my glasses. All right. Now, I did end up buying some facial cleansers and things like that. I haven't used them, so I'll do another video on that, but I just wanted to kind of do some of my makeup and what I bought. I'm gonna read. I can't read without my glasses. Number one thing is this, which is the Hourglass Vanish. It is their airbrush primer base. So I'm going to try that here. For those of you who have watched some of my other makeup things, I put on a primer because, not that it helps my makeup stay on. I don't believe that primers really do that. If you think about the oil coming out of your skin, it's always going to kind of push your makeup off. But I do believe that putting a primer on helps my makeup go on more smoothly because it just kind of fills in the fine lines and things like that. And I don't use a corrective primer. I just don't find those things work that well. Once you start spreading it out, even though I have rosacea, it just doesn't really help me that much, but it does help give me a nice canvas to put my face on. So brand new, haven't opened it yet. Here we go. And I use my fingers a lot when I'm doing some sort of thing. So I do this and I'm just gonna get it on my face. Doesn't feel as smooth as some of the other primers that I've had. Let's see how it works. All right. So that's the new primer. Just wanted to give that a try. I don't, right now the foundation I've been using is this one by Isla, and it's a stick form foundation. This one's really great to travel with because it's a stick and it's not a liquid. Now in some places they will consider this a liquid. You got to put it in your liquids bag. However, for me right now, this is what I'm using, and I just, X marks the spot. I kind of just do this on my face and just kind of get it on there first. And then I take my brush and I kind of smooth it all out into my face. I like this because it covers up a lot of my rosacea. Sometimes I have to look away because I'm so blind. If I look here, I can't see anything, but if I look far away, I can. I'm just trying to get some of the redness out of my skin here. Plus, I just got out of the pool. I had swimming today. I had my water aerobics class and lap swimming today, so I'm kind of red from being out in the sun. It's getting kind of warm here in California. Finally getting into the season. I know this takes a long time for me to do this, but I really kind of want to get it blended, and I'm sure that you guys are up on a big screen. You can see, good Lord, you didn't blend that well. I want to kind of get this all blended in. So yeah, good enough. Good enough for this right now. All right, so I have that all blended in. Now, I did get this little blush by NARS. Let me read the color. Again, I need my glasses here. This is called the NARS Blush Powder. It's a little travel size. So this would be really good for when I'm traveling, to have something small in my little travel makeup kit. This is kind of cute. Look at that. Teeny weeny. Kind of a peachy color, which might be nice. And I'm just gonna put just a little bit of this on for just a little definition. There we go. A little kind of a sun-kissed look. And then I'm going to put a little bit right here up on my eyes, just a little. Again, just a little sun-kissed look. And maybe up here, maybe here. A little sun-kissed look. Doesn't take much. I kind of try to get my makeup to look fairly natural. I mean, sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. But I really do like, look how small this little thing is. It's going to be great to put in my travel makeup kit. So really happy with that one so far. Next thing I have that I want to try is, this is a liquid highlighter, right? This is it's called Rare Beauty Positive Light Liquid Illuminator. So I've never really tried something like this. And again, a nice small trial size. It's so cute. Little thing, I think it's so cute. I'm into like little cute small things. I like that kind of thing. Again, travel size. I'm gonna try it on my hand first. I've never used this, and I just wanna see what this kind of looks like. Maybe I put my glasses on, I can't see. Well, yeah. It's nice. It's kind of sheer and just a little. So for me, a lot of times I will contour my face a little bit, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to do just with what I have. And I'm just going to put like a little right here, and maybe on the tip of my nose, right here, and maybe even a couple on my eye, like that, and just kind of blend it in. Just a little. Not much. Better to use less. I can always add more, but I'm not really into a lot of makeup, just a little bit of highlight and color, maybe a little contour. I know some people, you don't like to wear makeup, and that's fine. I actually like playing with it. I actually like kind of changing things around a little bit, but I don't know, you tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts on this little illuminator, this liquid illuminator? It's really cute, but I'm just seeing if I'm not seeing a whole lot, but maybe the light that I have just isn't the best for that either. So we will put that away. Next thing I have is, oh, what is this? Hold on, I have something here maybe I should have used earlier. What is it? Oh, it's a concealer. Now, I don't normally use concealer. I just find that for me, it gets like all in the crevices and stuff in there, and I'm like, yeah, that didn't look so great. But let's see what this does here, if I can get it open. Probably should have done the concealer first, but I did not. All right. This is by Cosa, and it's a tiny little concealer. I got it in the color 15. Everything's so small now. I can't read anything. Light pink, something light pink. If you can read that, let me know. That's what it is. And this Rare Beauty one is, I don't know, it's just an enhancer. It didn't really have a color on it. So let's just give this a little try. Again, I'm not a big concealer user. Put a couple there. Haven't been sleeping as good. When my grandkids were here, I actually slept better. I think I was tired from having my grandkids here. This is kind of why I don't use concealer. I don't like the way it feels, and I'm just not a big fan of concealer. I probably don't use it right. But this one isn't horrible. I have some of the stick ones, I don't like them. I like something that blends in really well and then I don't really feel or notice. So I don't know, you guys tell me. I don't like things settling into the creases. I need my glasses and my little zoomy magnifier to take a look at this. This isn't bad, but still, I don't want to highlight anything where my bags under my eyes are kind of thing. So I think I would use it, like you said, if it had, I had some deep circles under here just to help kind of cover that up a little bit, I would do that. All right, I think that's all the stuff that I have that is basically face-based. Let me check here. What is this? That's lip. So I got lip stuff and eye stuff. All right, let's go with the eyes first. First thing I have right here is Laura Mercier Petite Mini Caviar Stick Duo. Such a big box for two small little sticks here. But let's give this a try. So let's start off with the darker one. It is a kind of a chocolate color right here. And I'm just going to use it, I think, kind of as a little contour in my eye, like on the edges here, to see how dark it is. So it's pretty dark. I'm going to use my finger and kind of blend this in here. I'm a big fan of using my fingers a lot, especially with things like sticks. I don't like to get this stuff on my brushes. Like, gets them kind of weird and then other colors stick to them and it's harder to clean out. So when I'm using something like a stick or something, I tend to use my fingers. And what I like about this so far is it's highly pigmented. So I had just use a very little. I'm barely touching this against my eye. And, you know, I have those crepey eyes, you know, the kind of crepey skin eyes. So I don't like anything I have to press really hard against. But so far, I like that it's, like I said, highly pigmented and I can spread it nice and easily. And it gives me just a little definition in my eyes. All right, what are your thoughts? Please give me comments on these things and let me know what you think, because, you know, I'm not the best judge of my makeup or anything like that, but I do like this so far. I wonder if I could go under my eye and give a little smoky look to my eye. I don't know if you realize how difficult it is for me to do this and try to get you guys into see what I'm doing and then me be able to see what I'm doing. It's sometimes really difficult. All right, let me take a look at this really close. Just a little definition. I think it looks not bad. Kind of like that darker. I was thinking, oh my gosh, that's so dark. But because of its high pigmentation, I think it actually works really well. So now let's give the actual little highlighter stick. You can see it's this color right here. So let's do a little highlighter on here as well. I did not pluck my eyebrows or anything. There's probably a bunch of strays or whatever in there. But just want to see how it does for highlighting, maybe just underneath here. And then on the actual lid of my eye, when I do the lid of my eye, I kind of go up here just a little bit and then kind of just slightly more where just the lid is showing, because part of my eye is slightly hooded. And then I just kind of dab that and spread it around. I do like the texture of this. It's not too crayon-y feeling, but it's not creamy, and it kind of feels like it turns to a powder feeling. So I do actually like these sticks. I think it's something to give a try. I mean, you can see here, again, very crepey eyelids, and this does pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this stick so far. I'm going to give a little more definition to my eyes here really quick and just try this. This is the Natasha, I'm probably going to say this wrong, Natasha Denona, is that right? This is her mini rose palette. And the reason why I chose this one is I already have a lot of those neutral palettes for my eyes. I have this thing by Tarte that has stuff in it, and another thing by Tarte that has a lot of very neutral browns and things like that. So I thought, because of my rose colored top, I would maybe do a rose colored shadow palette today, and then see if that worked out good, and maybe with that kind of sun-kissed look and everything. I really like how small this is, and I do like some of the colors that are in here. So again, this is their mini rose palette, and I'm going to just use I'm going to start to define underneath my eyes. So I'm going to use this darker color. I'm just going to tap in here for just a little bit of color to try to line underneath my eyes a little bit. And don't fall off there. Stay there. Okay. Now, I don't do a lot of dark, harsh lines. I think it just makes me look harsher and older. So I like something that's going to give me a little bit of, I guess I call it like a shadow, that I might have more lashes than I actually do, because I don't have hardly any lashes on my bottoms. I told you that in the last video, that I had an autoimmune disease where most of my lashes fell out and they didn't all come back. And so any of you who've had an autoimmune disease and you've had something like that happen, can you comment to me and let me know if you've used something like, I don't know, someone said use castor oil on your eyelashes. If it helps you, let me know in the comments, because I would love to get those eyelashes back. I'm just going to go along the lash line here on the top. I don't go all the way. I just take it on the outside edges, basically to the pupil of my eye right here and out. I don't go in any further most of the time, because my eyes are already kind of close set, so I'm trying to keep them kind of out here kind of thing. I do kind of like that. That's nice. It's a nice dark, kind of an espresso color right here, this one right here. And I just take this fine little brush like this, like that, and I just kind of just tap. I don't scrape, just kind of tap. I don't want too much. I can always add more, but I don't want to have a bunch of it on there. So let me try to do this. Just a little. Try to get as close to that lash line as possible, and kind of just work the brush into the lash line a little bit. There's sometimes if I go out, I won't put mascara on at all, because for me, ever since I lost all my eyelashes, number one, I never use waterproof mascara. Never, 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 because the rubbing of that starts to cause my eyelashes to kind of fall out. So I never, ever use that. And I try to sometimes not wear mascara at all. Matter of fact, I don't wear makeup every day, but when I'm doing this with you guys, I do. So there's a couple other colors I just want to try just for a little fun. So one of the things I'm going to do is I want to try this highlighted pink one right here, just to see how fun it is on my eyes. It's makeup. It's playtime. It's playtime for me. So I'm going to just try that right here. Ooh, that's kind of sparkly. That is kind of sparkly. Wow. And because I use that kind of crayon, the Laura Mercier crayon stick on my eyes, it's really holding this pigment, which is kind of nice to know that it's kind of sticking on there. Some people use an eye primer, and again, I think eye primers work for certain people. For me, they don't do much. They might help hold the shadow base, like powder bases, on a little bit better. I think that using that cream stick for me is kind of acting as a base, a little bit of a base. I kind of do like that color. I'm going to bring it in just a little bit in here. I just keep that right along the lid here. I don't go way up in there. Keep it right here. All right, thoughts. Always let me know your thoughts. Take a little bit of this kind of maroony color, this kind of a light, like dusty rose, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna try that color. I'm using a smaller brush like this. And I'm just going to give myself a little bit of extra color on my eye up in here. Oh, I do kind of like that. It's kind of a pinky dusty rose, kind of complements that kind of shiny. And I'll do that over here. Sometimes I have to look further away. Now, what I do then is I don't use that to blend, so I always take my little blender, which is my really soft, fluffy little brush, and we're gonna do the whole blendy thing in here. So I start off here, get it all blendy. Just to get any excess powder and stuff, and then kind of, here. Not bad. It's working for me today. Yeah, I really think this is a cute little summertime when you add a little pop of color. You want to look kind of natural, with a little bit of hint, like a sun-kissed hint look. Nice, another little travel size thing as well. All right, the next thing I have here is called Come Hell or High Water Clean Mascara, Zero Smudges, Lash Conditioning Argan Oil, Easy Roll-Off Removal, Volumizes Curls for real. I doubt it will really curl my lashes, but we're gonna give this a try. Cute little tube. I always like to look at the brush. And for me, these kind of brushes right here that have the really short bristles, they tend to work pretty well with me. I have very short, kind of stubby lashes, and I find that these kind of shorter, stubbier bristles work better for my eyes. I'm going to take some of that off of there. See what we're working with here. Whenever I get a new mascara, it tends to, I use very lightly. It tends to have so much on the bristles that I do a very light first coat, and then I kind of make sure there's nothing on the end of this. Take the very end of it and kind of, my lashes want to go inward. They want to kind of climb in and kind of come out to the edge here and try to pull the lashes out a little bit so that they don't end up being pushed in toward my eye. And then we'll do the other side here. And like I said in the other video, one of my eyes takes mascara better than the other. The lashes, I don't know if it's the way they lay or what it is. It just does. So again, I want to take any extra goop off of the end of that and just try to pull the outside lashes out. Okay. I think we're going to just do one coat today and be done with it. All right, so that is eyes. That's all the stuff that I got for eye makeup. But I did get quite a few things for lip, so I wanted to go over some of those with you. Mega lip pencils, and these are in the color, this is Divine Rose, and this one is Mauve Moselle. So I'm going to try them on my hand first so I can see what the colors kind of look like. So this is the Divine Rose. And let's try Mauve Moselle next to it. Ooh, I kind of like both of them. I think Mauve Moselle is going to actually be closer to my lip color. Now, normally, I'll tell you what, I usually put some sort of lip stuff on me to help give me a little bit of condition. Let me see if I have anything like that here. I think these are here. I got this. Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. I find that when I put stuff on my lips and they're really dry, it just looks yucky. So I think you can use this on its own, obviously, but I'm going to, because there's a color in here. Yeah, see, it's colored. I just want a little. That could be it. I could just go out like that. It smells good. It doesn't have a taste, which is good. I don't like things with taste in them. Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. And this is in the color Vegan. No, that's not the color. Cherry. It's in the color Cherry. That feels really, really nice. I mean, I think you can use it as, like I said, I don't ever put anything on my lips unless I have something on them. If they're dry, they just, everything looks cakey and yucky. Let's try this Mauve Moselle on my lips. I'm not one of those people who will line outside of my lips and stuff. I don't do that. I don't like it on me. But if you like it, do it. And it's pretty. And I also don't go all the way over into the corners. I'm at that age where I'm getting kind of a marionette thing, and these things kind of tend to drag my face down. So I go just shy of the corner of my mouth. But I think that looks pretty nice. I think it's a, sorry, I gotta scoot in here. Pretty nice look. I think it looks pretty good. It's a blush and lip duo. I could have used that as a blush. Didn't know it. Let's take a look at it though. It might be a great thing for travel. So you have like, one's blush and one's, let's see what they look like here. So this is what they look like. Kind of nice. It's kind of a terracotta color, which is interesting. I could put that on my lips. I want to see what this other one looks like first though. Let's see. I think one is blush and one is lips. And it's so tiny, I cannot read it. I don't know which is which is the blush and which is the lip. You know, they make these things so tiny. I can't figure out what they say. Even with my glasses and my magnifiers on, I cannot read. Let's see if I can do this. Ah, this is the lip. See what you have to do? This is the trick. Put it on here and read it backwards in your magnifying mirror. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. So I didn't use their blush today. I'll have to try that another time. But that's what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like on this hand. Ooh, it's nice and creamy. This is the blush. See? It's kind of nice. It's got a nice natural look to it. That's kind of nice. I kind of like that. This is their lip. Now their lip has, it's almost like I said, like a terracotta color. Let's put it right on over this, see what it looks like. I kind of like how it toned the pink down a little bit. You know, my mom used to buy Avon, and she'd get all those samples, and she was an Avon like salesperson for a while. And I don't know if you're my age, but you used to get these tiny, tiny little white samples to give out to people so they could try, you know, the makeup. And she would take at the end of hers, and she would scrape it out with like a chopstick. And she put them all into like a little cup and mix all these. And she'd make these amazing colors for her lips. And she did the same thing with nail polish. If her nail polish started to get like down low, she'd just start pouring other nail polishes into the bottle to refill it and make her own nail color. And it always turned out really nice. And people would say, oh, where did you get that color? And she's like, well, I kind of mixed it myself. And she does the same thing with lip gloss and things like that. Lipsticks, she would mix them in a little pot. And then I carry those around and everyone, oh, that's beautiful lipstick. And she's like, yeah, I just kind of blended these two things together. So in some ways it was really good. In other ways it was a little bit difficult, you know, because people would want what she had and she couldn't get it to them because, you know, she kind of just mixed it all up. All right, the next one is, this is the Fenty lip gloss. I love their Fenty lip gloss. It just feels amazing on my lips. I think the color is amazing. You know, I bought this thinking it was the darker color than the one I had, but I realized I think it's the same color. So I'm actually not going to put this on right now because if you want to know, that's normally what I wear when I'm filming is this lip gloss right here. Just a little. I don't like a lot of lip gloss because, again, it starts to get right here. And I just don't wear it. I have very few lipsticks that I've ever been able to use. I tend to get broken and chapped lips with lipsticks. So I'm anxious to see how these lip crayons do on my lips. Sometimes as long as I put on a gloss or something like this, it helps. But most of the time I wear a gloss. I like the way it feels. And yes, I have to reapply it a little more often, but you know, that's just the way it is. And is there anything else here that I didn't try? Well, other than there are a few things, like I said, that I bought for cleaning my face. One thing I'm going to try tonight are these. These are these, I think these eye mask things that are reusable. That is one of the things that I bought. I also bought this, which is a cleanser. Is it a cleanser? Oh, Ultra Face Cleanser. Some of these things I got for free because I spent so much money at Sephora. I had some points and they let me pick out a few things. I think this was one of them, the cleanser. What else? This is by the same brand, this is Kiehl's. This is Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask, and this is a cleanser. I think these were a couple of the things that I got as a freebie from Sephora. Next thing I got was, again, by Kiehl's, is their Better Screen UV Serum, a sunscreen. So again, I buy a lot of these to try them out and for travel size when I travel. These are great sizes that will get me through a few days or a week. I had talked about this in the video. This is a Sephora brand eye makeup remover, and I got this because I like the little bottle. It's reusable, so I can refill it with eye makeup remover and things like that. So a great travel size. And the last thing is this Paula's Choice Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid that also has a broad spectrum of SPF 50. I love this, especially for me. I am out in the sun like 3 days a week in a pool. I'm doing aqua aerobics, and this is something that helps keep the color from changing. Like I tend to get, because of the rosacea, I will get dark spots and pigmented spots. I don't use sunscreen on my body except on my face, and only use it then because I do use some things to help keep my rosacea kind of down and keep it from flaring. And because of that, I want to make sure I have sunscreen on my face, neck, and décolleté right here. Just make sure it's kind of all protected. So this is one that I love. I love this travel size one to take with me when I'm on my travel adventures. But that is everything that I got at Sephora with my little shopping spree. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, I think you're really going to like this one. And remember, folks, to juice life, drink the joy, keep life simple. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos. It really does help the algorithm push my videos out to others. So thank you so much for doing that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.